Hey friends, how are you? I hope you're having a great day today. I'd like to introduce you to this project. This is my drawing and watercolor painting a jellyfish project that was designed especially for kids. You do not have to have any drawing or painting experience at all to be successful with this project. I will take you step by step through everything that you need to know. I'd like to go over the supplies and the materials that you will need for this project. The first thing that you'll need is a piece of paper. I like to use watercolor paper, so if you have that available to you, go ahead and use it. You'll need some watercolor paints. You'll need a paintbrush or two. You'll need some clean water. You will need a paper towel. You will need a white crayon or a white oil pastel. You will need a black crayon or a black oil pastel, and that is for the outline and for the little currants that you see behind you. You'll need some table salt. This part is optional. If you don't have salt available, that's okay. It's just an extra step that I took on mine, but you don't need to have it. And you'll need a paper plate to put the salt on. The last thing that you'll need is a mat to cover your workspace to keep it nice and tidy and clean. I look forward to teaching you this lesson. Let's get started. Alrighty friends, so let's get started on the first step of our jellyfish drawing and painting lesson. What we're going to do first is we're going to draw our jellyfish, and you can either use an oil pastel or you can use a crayon. I would suggest a darker color. I'm going to use black. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make a really big upside down letter U like this. At the bottom, what we're going to do is we are going to make some curved lines that are attached to each other. We're going to go all the way across so that we connect this part of our line to this part of our line. Now we're going to go back up to the face and let's make some crazy eyes. I'm going to make one big eye and one smaller eye. If you want your eyes to be the same size, go ahead and make them the same size. I like mine to be one big and one small. It makes them look a little bit more crazy. And then a little smile off to the side. And for our tentacles, they're going to come down and we're going to double them up. So I have a swirl and I'm going to double up that swirl. And then I'm just going to keep coming down and remembering to double up. Some of my tentacles are longer and some are shorter. Ooh, that's a really long one. Maybe I'll make this one a little bit longer than the others, but a little bit shorter than this. Oh, look at how cute he is. All right, what I'm going to do now is I am going to take my white oil pastel. If you want to take your white crayon, you can do that if you don't have an oil pastel. And I'm just going to make some swirls in the background. And this is going to represent the currents, the water, in the background because this little guy is in the ocean. Sometimes it's hard for me to even see if I've made some swirls. So basically what I've done is I've made some lines that look like this. I'm going to show you an example on this little piece of paper. So basically I take my white oil pastel and I go like this. And I just make some swirls like this. Some of them have a long tail and some of them have a short tail. Okay, that's what I did all around. It's really hard for you to see because I'm using a white oil pastel on a white piece of paper. Alrighty friends, when we come back, we're going to be painting our jellyfish. So I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, I'm back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to paint my jellyfish. I am going to put a drop of water inside each of my pans of paint to prepare them for my painting experience. So I'm just going to go like this, and what this does is it dissolves the paint just a little bit so it gets us ready to use it. Whoopsie. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to paint my jellyfish red. I have already decided that. Different places have different colored jellyfish. I'm going to choose red. In my area where I live, we have white jellyfish with purple stripes, if you can believe that. They're really cool looking, but you always stay away from jellyfish. They can be dangerous. They have stingers on them. All right, I will speed this painting up and I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, I'm finished painting my jellyfish, and as you can see, I painted both the body of my jellyfish and I painted the tentacles. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow my painting to dry for at least 10 minutes because I want to make sure that the paint is set and it's a little bit more dry so it doesn't spread into the background when I apply the paint to the background. Alrighty friends, when we come back, we will be applying paint to the background. I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, I'm back and my jellyfish is not completely dry, but I think it's dry enough for me to start painting the background. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start applying paint to the background, and then as I'm applying paint, I'm also going to be sprinkling a little bit of salt onto the background. What salt does when you sprinkle it onto your background, onto wet paint, is it absorbs some of the paint and then it makes a little bubbly effect. And I hope that you can see it on the video. You might not be able to, but if you can do this at your house, you will see a really cool effect, all right? And I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to start applying paint. I'm going to apply some aqua blue and then some regular blue. I'm going to do a little bit of mixing on my paper. So I hope that you can see this. Just going to pull this down. Now I have a small section of bluish aqua-ish, and I'm going to take some of my salt, pour it onto my paper plate, and then I'm going to sprinkle with my fingers. I'm going to pinch between my fingers, and I'm going to hold my hand up above that paint, and I'm going to sprinkle some salt. Not sure if you can see that, as I said before, but I'm hoping that you can. So I'm just going to keep doing that over and over and over. And as my painting dries, I will be able to see that really cool effect. One thing you need to remember is that we don't go over that spot where you added the salt. You don't go over it again with your paintbrush and your paint. And the reason why is because it will just wash all of the salt away. So we don't want to do that. So I got this other area ready, and I'm going to sprinkle the salt on there, just like that. And then I'm going to just go section by section. I'll do one more section so you can see over here on the side. One more section. And then I'm going to speed up my painting, and you can watch me speed paint. All right, so let me show you one more time. I have this section here that's wet. I'm going to apply this salt onto that section. I'm not going to apply it to my jellyfish because I just want the effect to be on the ocean. But if you want to apply it to your jellyfish, go ahead and do that. You should be able to do whatever you want because this is your artwork. All right, I'm going to speed this up, and I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, so I'm back and I think that my painting looks really cool. You can't see the full effect of the salt yet because the salt has to dry 100% before you'll see the actual effect that it will create. And what you'll need to do is you'll need to let your painting dry. After your painting dries, then you'll take it, you'll pick it up and you'll dump the salt into a garbage can, okay? Ask a parent or a teacher for some help if you need help with that. Alrighty friends, I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. I'll see you next time.